Good afternoon and welcome to Mountaineer Field at Milan Puskar Stadium. Today we honor West Virginia University's 2020 and 2021 graduates, 151 years after Marmaduke H. Dent became the university's first graduate. Please welcome West Virginia University's platform party. Dr. John Taylor, Interim Dean of the College of Law. Elliot G. Hicks, Justitia Officium Award recipient. Dr. Fotinas Panagakis, Interim Dean of the School of Dentistry. Dr. Tara Halsey, Vice President of Health Promotion and Wellness, E. Jane Martin Endowed Professor and Dean of the School of Nursing. Dr. Bill Petros, Gates Wigner Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Dr. Jeff Coben, Associate Vice President of the Office of Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Public Health. David B. Alvarez, Chair, WVU Board of Governors. Dr. Clay Marsh, Vice President and Executive Dean of WVU Health Sciences and COVID-19 Czar. Dr. Patrice Harris, today's commencement speaker. Grand Marshal Chad Proudfoot, carrying the university mace. And Dr. E. Gordon Gee, President of West Virginia University. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the College of Law, marching behind a purple banner carried by Marjorie McDermott, Steptoe and Johnson Professor of Law and Technology. Dean Taylor, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Jordan Atkins. Isabella Anderson. Kayla Onks. J. Tyler Barton. Bernard Francis Burtis III. Madison Birchfield. Marcus Black. Alex Blevins. Allison Burgess. Abigail Cadle. Krista Campbell. Liam Chapman Casey. Laken Cecil. Eliza Sircone Van Gilder. Jenny Cochran. Ryan Combs. Andrew Cook. Andrew Cranston. Lauren Cyphers. Amanda Demerly. Jordan DeShong. Deja Elliott. Bailey Kristen Emery. Patrick Erickson. Adila Fatala. Ashley Faulkner. Micah Feller. Stephen Ferguson. Hunter Ferrari. Anna Filatova. William Flynn. Thomas Frederick. Cameron Griesa. Richard Griffith. Nicholas Gutman. Rachel Hall. Jonathan E.B. Hansen. Matthew Harris. Denali Hedrick. Andrew Higgins. Courtney Hill. Zane Hottinger. Christian Alexander Huffman. Dylan Hughes. Blake Humphrey. Seth Hoy. Mackenzie Iverson. Christine Jacobs. Makia Jonice. Ramsey Jorgensen. Aaron Judy. Jennifer Kennel. Timothy Kopczynski. Caitlin Landis. Derek Laxton. Brianna Light. Austin Longnecker. Nathan Marcus. Matthew Marshall. Matthew Massey. Andrew Matus. Jordan McMinn. McKenna Meadows. Ashton Myers. Matthew Miller. Kenchandra Mitchell. Timothy Moore. Daniel Moreno. Thomas Motes. Emily Neely. Holly Netz. Aaron O'Brien. Alexandria LeRae Oaks. Bryce Phillips. Julia Perillo. Graham Platts. Brandon Porter. Amy Post. Krista Rierick. Jess Reed. Ida Rezvani. Kendra Reiser. Casey Richwine. Carrington Riggs. Tori Rinaldi. Tyler Rittenhouse. Isaiah Christopher Robinson. Gabriela Sardui Santiago. Alistair Seckman. Ari Shea. Grant Sherman. Jacob Shuck. Joshua Gatewood Stephan. Lindsay Stallings. William Sokovich. Matthew Tenelio. Eli Tilley. Austin Tomlinson. Lauren Trumbull. Benjamin Vanston. Robert Vaughn. Cameron Viney. Hannah Vogt. Ryan Walters. Matthew Way. Anthony Werner. Adam White. Samantha Willis. Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the College of Law. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the School of Dentistry, marching behind a lilac banner carried by Dr. Laura Graves, Associate Professor. Dean Panagakis, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Introducing the candidates for the Doctor of Dental Surgery. Zaina Al-Saloom. Nicholas Balish. Sarah Civitillo. Nicholas Dolheim. James Hughes. Brian Lusk. Rasil Mando. Tala Mando. Brian Meadows. Alex Pancake. Adam Rudman. Brooke Dolan. Paru Gopalan. Joshua Groves. Christina Klug. Carly Enns. Lane Vanieri. Bailey Hollahan. Skylar Kipps. Elizabeth Strickler. Mark Yohe. Benjamin Lamb. Maya Mathai. Dennis Rabinovich. Marcus Sanoga. Brett Barnett. Robert Chiquino. Matthew Dolan. Lawson Hoover. Abdul Kao. Hiba Kosar. Nadia Mardmoman. Timothy Ray. Nemish Shaw. Gabrielle Skaggs. Michelle Snodgrass. Jason Snyder. Peyton Southall. Braden Montgomery. Misbah Musafir. Brett Nanners. Seth Prince. Shayla Steer. Joshua Thorne. Michael Tupta. Joshua Locan. Now presenting the candidates for the Masters of Science in Prosthodontics. Vivia Sequeira. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Dental Hygiene. Hashim Ya Abu Al-Rahi. Samantha James Alioto. Ruth Addison Beck. Haley Lee Kramer. Kelsey Nicole Cummings. Claire Frank. Alexis Brooke Gatos. Amber Nicole Hott. Caitlin Ashley Hull. Jordan Renee Jones. Miranda Dawn Lackey. Kirsten Olivia Lancia. Kelly Joe Long. Harley Nicole Maynard. Nina Mitzelfeld. Anna Nicole Moser. Samantha Mary Roberts. Caitlin Taylor Ross. Taylor Jane Sherry. Ashley Nicole Taylor. Abby Lane Vavrick. Zoe Elizabeth Walls. Savannah Haley Warnke. Sydney Nicole Williamson. Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the School of Dentistry. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the School of Medicine. Marching behind a Kelly Green banner, carried by Brenda Pruitt, Associate Professor with the Extension Service and University Marshal. Dr. Marsh, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Now presenting the candidates from the School of Medicine for the Doctor of Medicine degree. Natasha Yousaf. Jessica Allen. Tyler Harper. Erica Haught. Aaron Kessler. Sarah Little. Ian McCardle. Elizabeth Manier. Trevor Morris. Cassandra Riggs. Megan Sandberg. Jasmine Shaw. Aishwarya Shimpi. Landon Simpson. Sarah Sparks Stroinski. Caleb Thrash. Frederick Timbrook. Evan Vance. Amber Bozar. Jennifer Gold. Logan Wallace. Catherine Baker. Kara Bird. Amy Chattel. Jasmine Tharakin. Joshua Israel Toss. Matthew Epperly. Justin Conti. Kayla Anderson. Denise D. Artiaga Icasa. Richard Cadenas. Daniel Kalick. John Chernesky. Yadel Koso. Taylor Cunningham. Sydney Downey. Elizabeth Duarte. Brandon Glover. Melissa Hernandez. Shane Caskey. Matthew Coe. Anusha Kothapalli. Justin Lee. Eric Leibel. Jacob Mascaro. Alexandria Mason. Ryan Mazan. Dhruvi Patal. Ashley Perdue. Bayan Razak. Ashley Seldamridge. Douglas Andrew Segroy. Sean Snyder. Colby Tonkovich. Adam Urako. Stephen Abriola. Sean Parker. Katie Cooley. Cody Mullins. Paula Rincon. Shelby Shahjaman. Laurel Scout Thomas. Cassandra Lee Claiborne. Tyler Groves. Joshua Moore. Morgan Lee Bush. Michael Gerbo. Sneha Gupta. Rodrigo Reyna. Layla Sakal. Kareem Badoui. Alexander Batten. Gabrielle Beam. Biroz Chor. John Will Crecelius. Ahmad Daman. Kareem Diab. Timothy Farabee. Farha Khan. Noel Lemons. Ami Patel. Rina Razdan. Christina Ruiz. Sam Salmasi. Ashley Rose Scholl. Christopher Shreve. Alec Sunyez. Ching Xia. Diane Bronikowski. Carson Catasus. Brooke Cottrell. Emily Ernest. Christopher Ferrari. Doug Maslowski. Krista Orminski. Shruti Srikumar. Alexandra Van Horn. Lindsay Weatherly. Michael Yan. William Kunzner. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Biomedical Sciences. Nafisa Tasneem Nusha. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Health Sciences. Kristen Danielle Brown. Charles Byram Jr. Crystal Espinoza. Courtney Glover. Jamie Faye Hartnett. Lauren Amanda Hine. Melissa Ann Kelly. Kristen Lynn Knotts. Victoria Lynn Knotts. Benjamin Zachary Mendelson. Keyshawn M. Merritt Pannell. Cecilia Napier. Casey Ellen Schlachter. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Clinical and Translational Science. Justin Michael Williams. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Cancer Cell Biology. Tavia Brownmiller. Now presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Immunology and Microbial Pathogenesis. Catherine Bell Blackwood. Emil Sen-Kilich. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Exercise Physiology. Samantha DiMartino. Marlena Deeb. Kendallin McDaniel. Cameron Mitchell. Chaz Rodeheaver. Miranda Thompson. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Exercise Physiology. Taylor Abraham. Amelia Adam. Lydia Adrian. William Aker. Rachel Alderman. Cole Amos. Ava Asbury. Cameron Athey. Amanda Beers. Emma Blair. Dustin Brown. Justine Brown. Mallory Brown. Trista Bunner. Samantha Kane. Clarissa Carnell. Ashley Casto. Eileen Chang. Victoria Cole. Larry Cook. Tyler Cook. Luke Cox. Marissa Coyle. Sydney Cunningham. Kylie Dawson. Lindsay DiDio. Maria DiGiacomo. Rebecca Dillman. Megan Doherty. Aaron Duffus. Kayla Eccles. Ronnie Everhart. Luke Fahey, Josh Falwell, Courtney Freeman, Alexandria Garton, Elizabeth Gillette, Casey Griffin, Elizabeth Goodjohn's daughter, Sierra Hampton, Zach Hanna, Haley Hartman, Abigail Hartsock, Nathan Harvey, Noah Hoskinson, Zachary Huff, Adrian Hughes, Dawson Hummel, Nazine Hunter, Aubrey Hurlbert, Jenna Isidore, Lily Jacobs, Christopher Jennings, Abigail Johnson, Adam Johnson, Patty Kirkwood, Kyle Kolinsky, Megan Lavery, Michaela Lenhart, Mariel Macias, Patrick McLean, Stephen Martin, Cameron Mikish, Haley Mills, Sarah Moman, Alexander Mong, Alexi Mongold, Peyton Moore, Sean Mulligan, Courtney Murphy, Sydney Nasabe, Sarah Osborne, Megan Percy, Catherine Peelish, Morgan Pendleton, Dana Pfeiffer, Kirsten Poland, Christian Price, Evan Printy, Dylan Purcell, Caitlin Rexroad, Margaret Rice, Bridget Riley, Bryce Roscoe, Rebecca Romano, Catherine Romeo, Morgan Rush. McKenna Rusnak Rossi. Kelly Shaver. Ian Schaffnitz. Kristen Spearin. Sabrina Stout. Morgan Talbot. Bailey Topping. Cody Ware. Alex White. Lucas Williams. Johnny Upton. Nicholas Velakovich. Ashley Visnick. Olivia Voltaggio. Nicholas Wentz. Christina White. Anna Wilfong. Sierra Wine. Callie Wisniewski. Jason Wright. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Health, Informatics, and Information Management. Carolyn Brass. Brianna Bruno. Caitlin Conti. Alexandra DeLozer. Kelly Doherty. Antonia Dunnigan. John Gonzalez. Megan Holly. Aaron Hunt. Julianne Mandel. Natalie Ray McAteer. Emily McJunkin. Kathleen McLean. Haley Minton. Chloe Myers. Erica Nichols. Sydney Roberts. Kelly Schroeder. Cassandra Stout. Brooke Taylor. Cheyenne Nicole Thompson. Mary Walter. Aaron Wamsley. Olivia Weisbecker. Sheridan White. Caitlin Weimer. Sierra Winston. Introducing the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Immunology and Medical Microbiology. Morgan Edwards. Anthony Gabriel. Anna Gunter. Wendy Gent. Claire Kelly. Lindsay Knight. Catherine Lee. Marianne Lowe. Maria Mace. Aaron Melkowski. Rachel McClure. Caitlin Mickle. Nicholas Miller. Sarah Miller. Gwendolyn Nerkowitz. Jonathan Petty. Jennifer Schmidt. Tyler Seckman. Michaela Schutz. Seth Smith. Mackenzie Walker. Andrew Wilson. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Medical Laboratory Science with an emphasis in Clinical Laboratory Science. Sajneb Alamid. Michaela Armstead. Magdalena Baumgartner. Sarah Baylor. Audrey Blake. David Carbajal. Allison Cox. Katie Cox. Sydney Hall. Christopher Lance. Alyssa Lively. Morgan Miller. Rachel Miller. Amanda Natel. Caitlin Roberts. Brooklyn Stewart. Robert Talbot. Nicholas Vaughn. Catherine Horton. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Occupational Therapy. Alexis Bailey. Cameron Barchese. Billie Jean Bell. Kendall Burge. Shelby Cart. Sarah Coddington. Gabrielle Crawford. Taylor Dooley. Evelyn Eastout. Elizabeth Fisher. Marissa Fleming. Jordan Goodwin. Brianna Gray. Abigail Haddix. Christy Hamilton. Lee Horner. Ashley Hoke. Jenna Jacobs. Tristan Knapp. Juliet Mack. Kristen Matheny. Alexa Moore. Kirsten Murphy. Lexi Palmer. Brooke Perry. Ashlyn Richardson. Luke Reinhardt. Cheyenne Russell. Heather Scott. Tyler Smith. Abigail Snitz. Hillary Sprouse. Haley Stewart. David Stickle. Emily Waldman. Olivia Ward. Isabella Zorn. Presenting the candidates completing 2 years of the professional curriculum in occupational therapy and receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Performance and Health. Bailey Calendros. Lauren Clarkson. Darian Darway. Olivia Glazier. Kylie Morgan. Carrie Morris. Hannah O'Savage. Madison Satterfield. Megan Seaton. Raysheen Simmons. Caitlin Saraski. Catherine Samansky. Courtney Welch. Presenting the candidates receiving the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. Isabella Anile. Joseph Aquilado. Benjamin Ball. Decker Benson. Lauren Klein. Asia Koger. Nathan Coyle. Danielle Del Rio. Christopher Durso. Brady Ernst. Kelsey Gillespie. Alex Hanna. Ian Hayhurst. Daniel Hepner. Ian Honecker. Christina Jacko. Jacob Key. Gabrielle Lemley. William Lucas. Anna McIntyre. Rachel Mears. Caroline Moore. Sojanya Mukamala. Anthony Lee Perry. Robin Pollard. Luke Rodriguez. Gage Ryder. Aaron Saunders. Andrew Schutz. Dylan Stansberry. Lindsay Wagner. Casey Weaver. Bria Welker. Sarah Williams. Marissa Workman. Delaney Zeller. Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the School of Medicine. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the School of Nursing. Marching behind an apricot banner carried by Associate Professor Roger Carpenter. Dean Halsey, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in nursing, Ashley Dawn Barber. Billy Sue Vance. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree, Susan Ruth McHenrick. Lindsay Ellen Toller. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Nursing Family Nurse Practitioner, Alexis Marie Albright. Jacqueline Lorena Browning. Morgan Amber Drake. Caitlin Nicole Earl. Brooke Brianna Frost. Sandy L. Gray. Stephanie Lee Halpern. Sarah Marie Kennedy. Jacqueline Marie Kessel. Lauren Mackenzie Linton. Devin Joseph Longo. Andriana Elizabeth Mayle. Nicole Danae McClure. Elizabeth Ann Morrissey. Claire Joelle Nichols. Micah Pritt. Jessica Marie Riggleman. Rachel Elena Ann Stouffer. Emily Beth Toller. Melanie Vogt McCloy. Travis Lee Walmsley. Kristen Nicole Withers. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Nursing Pediatric Nurse Practitioner, Caitlin Rebecca Albert. Beth Ann Cantor. Sydney Marie Fisher. Maria Savannah Irvin. Ken Johnston Robinson. Presenting the candidates for the dual degree, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Business Administration, Andrea Ray Pritchard. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Nursing, Heather Marie Atanasio, Ian Dominic Avis, Jordan Nicole Balance, Rachel Delaney Beck, Emily Dawn Bernardini, Michaela Beth Bolyard, Abby Nicole Brabin Reyes, Rachel Lauren Buxbaum, Desiree Butler, Sarah Grace Kane, Jennifer Ann Kamel, Alexa Danielle Coggins, Caitlin Faith Coleman, Madison Ann Collins, Kayla Jo Kramer, Sophia Christine Krecka, Megan Lee Daly, Emily Morgan Bruner, William Paul Crum, Morgan Mackenzie Darling, Madison Alexandra Darnold, Samantha Jean Denham, Dominica Dorico. Rhiannon Dittmer. Danielle Nicole Emmerich. Marina Nicole Eastel. Ashley Lauren Fair. Megan Frances Gingery. Sarah Jane Giulini. Harold Patrick Go. Caroline Sobin Haggerty. Laura Ann Hanna. Michelle Jacqueline Horn. Brittany Ann Osdick. Madison Paige Hudson. Caroline Brooke Humphrey. Maya Rose Hunt. Austin Thomas Joseph. Caitlin Elizabeth King. Rachel Ellen Knight. Elizabeth Lee Coaches. Sophia Gabrielle Kolar. Josie Lamana. Allison LaRochelle. Sarah Helen Lemon. Laura Evelyn Long. Jean Morgan Lorio. Lauren Elizabeth Lauk. Lauren Beth Maloney. Brooke Nicole Miller. Logan Eric Miller. Lisa Marie Morris. Madeline Grace Munn. Soraya Emily Nixod. Emily Lorraine Owen. Emma Christina Perrin. Autumn Pearl Ortiz. Gabrielle Pajaka. Emily Faith Powers. Riley Shea Perlman. Kyle Andrew Rasmussen. Julia F. Reynolds. Lisa Catherine Richard. Shelby Lee Rockenstein. Alexis Noel Rosiello. Robert David Rossler. Amanda Nicole Sessa. Rowan Charlotte Sessa. Caitlin Nicole Simashkevich. Caitlin Rose Sims. Andrew Kenneth Snyder. Allison Brooke Spickler. Riley Dare Stauffer. Faith Marie Stevens. Taylor Rose Stoner. Ashley Carol Swiger. Alessia Carmela Torrey. Jacqueline Dawn Trahern. Kiera L. Trump, Brooklyn Thomas, Stephanie Nicole Werner, Brooke Ann Turner, Mallory Nicole Van Syak, Tressa Catherine Varner, Lauren Ann Vogel, Lydia Lee Wagner, Courtney Beth Walker, Matilda Weeks, Deanna Nicole Weimer, Caitlin Marie Weckerly, Haley Ruann Wolf, Olivia Hope Yates, Marissa Elena Young, presenting the candidates for the degree of Registered Nurse to Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Tina Marie Crum, Alexis Diane Gogan, Christy Marie Long, Jessica Nicole Palak, Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the School of Nursing. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the School of Pharmacy, marching behind an olive banner carried by Dr. Mary Euler, Associate Dean. Dean Petros, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Health Services and Outcomes Research. Chibazur Ilobuchi, Mona Nilly, Jayesh Kumar Patel, presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Pharmaceutical and Pharmacological Sciences. Kelly Elizabeth Fraser, presenting the candidates for the dual degree Doctor of Pharmacy, Master in Clinical and Translational Sciences, Crystal Ann Hughes. Presenting the candidates for the dual degree, Doctor of Pharmacy, Master of Business Administration, Ashton Victoria Camacho. Maxwell Oliver Denora. Kara Jean Ehrenberger. Christian Michael Fuchs. Madeline Elizabeth Harvey. Stephen Brock Lomax. Hunter Christine Moreland. Zachary Edwin Nybergs. Seth Williams Ritchie. Dalton Lynn Rudder. Kurt John Walk. Corey A. Wetzel. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree with an area of emphasis in advanced clinical practice. Callan Francis Banks. Matthew John Brooks. Emily Summers Gregg. Megan Elizabeth Hardy. Emily Michelle Hathaway. Caitlin Ashley Legg. Lucas Daniel Lee Prine. Autumn Nicole Smith. Jordan Nicole Wetzel. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree, area of emphasis in college teaching, Mary Jane Braham. Peyton Scott Teets. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree, area of emphasis in geriatric pharmacy, Bryce William Adam. Megan Dawn Devers. Gage Freedom Fisher. Madison Ruth Gongaware. Victoria Genevieve Kosinski. Kylan Hunter Park. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree, area of emphasis in translational pharmacy research. McKenna Lee Boone. Courtney Renan Bergosli. Emily Page Thacker. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree. Ahmed Al-Shami. Abigail Megan Barnett. Addison Eve Beal. Callie Marie Berry. Allegra Marie Brown. Zachary Briner. Miranda Morgan Kaysen. Ryan Mark Cobb. Travis William Cooper. Mark Sean Cordell II. Rachel Lynn Cruikshank. Allison Page Dolly. Zachary David Dean. Laura Estelle DaCosta. Mariah Colleen Dent. Nagin Natasha DeRost. Charles Thomas Douglas. Krista Marie DeUlisse. Luke Michael Earl. Jordan William Ekman. Emily Frances Elias. Liberty Rochelle Embacher. Riley Faye Fisher. Courtney Brooke Frame. Lauren Marie Gianni. Devin Leland Gonchaw. Caitlin Olivia Green. Zachary Elijah Hanushak. Madison Jade Haught. Matthew Dwayne Hine. Christine Lynn Hotloss. Cecilia Bailey Jebbia. Jacob Michael Jones. Marley Joe Keister. Megan Mackenzie Klingler. Kayla Jean Ledsum. Daniel Lee Lewis. Carolee Dawn McPherson. Eric Nguyen. Kevin Aaron Nicely. Benjamin Richard Perry. Emma Luann Platt. Jeremy Allen Pyle. Asa James Ricketts. Stephen Gregory Riffon. Kayla Nicole Rose. Dakota Shea Sisk. Deanne Fungwe Techwe. Justin Robert Thomas. Emily Ann Vince. Jessica Marie Wayne. Robert Cody Wilson. Jimmy Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the School of Pharmacy. And now, please welcome the candidates for graduation from the School of Public Health, marching behind a salmon banner carried by Dr. Eric Carlton, Associate Dean for Professional Programs. Dean Coben, please join President Gee to congratulate your graduates. Presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Epidemiology, Shannon Kathleen Barth. Wilson Aruse Koech. Presenting the candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy in Occupational and Environmental Health Sciences, Kimmerin Withrow Evans. Presenting the candidate for the Master of Public Health and Occupational and Environmental Health Sciences, Bayan Aliwat. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Public Health in Health Policy, Management, and Leadership, Erin Rose Bradley. Bernadine Kwan. Sarah Kathleen Sisson. Desiree Nicole Williford. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Biostatistics, Talia Elise Alexander. Carrie Swales Freeland. Garrett Maxwell Guthrie. Presenting the candidate for the Master of Public Health and Biostatistics, Christine Shannon Donahue. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Public Health and Epidemiology, Madison Elizabeth Moody. Farhan Syed. Shabnam Tiwari. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Public Health in Social and Behavioral Health Sciences, Lakin Sierra Davis. Cassidy Flora Hayes. Harry Patrick Russell III. Dana Marie Stabelski. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Public Health, Miranda Ray Amon. Haley Shea Arnold. Sydney Isabel Bedell. Sadie Lane Barr. Glory Alexandra Day Beverly. James Paul Bishop II. Victoria Chen Falconet. Kaylee Marie Clark. Katarina Ann Cleaver. Dakota Marie Coppola. Aiden Rowe Davis. Alexis Lynn Drake. Monica Nicole Echeverria. Blessing Ejiofor. Giselle Selen Gersoy. Madison Marie Hackney. Florea Jadon Hall. Keely Jocelyn Hall. Isabella Beatrice Harrison. Trey Matthew Harvey. Alexis Paige Holliday. Catherine Elizabeth Hotchkiss. Jesse James Hubbard III. Princess Jila Helena Jackson. Madison Lee Katz. Jillian Marie Canode. Rebecca Emily Cruzy. Nicolette Paige Lebrano. Catherine Shea Lundy. Lilith Mary McGee. Anna Grace McVeigh. Aubrey Elizabeth Montgomery. Maria Sophia Morgado. Cheyenne Summerly Morrison. Jeevan Joel Murthy. Grace Elizabeth Nowicki. Sarah Fiorda O'Brien. Lexus Paps. Alexis Ann Plumley. Justin Brandon Keelas. Varsha Rajkumar. Brianna Marie Rodriguez. Dalton Smith. Kylie Lynn Smith. Adrian Sinclair Thomas. Isabella Elaine Torrey. Vishaka Gopi Turner. Anita Village. Hope Mackenzie Webb. Samantha Ann Wilson. Emma Helena Wittig. Colton Elias Alexander Young. Please join me in congratulating the candidates for graduation from the School of Public Health. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. You may be seated. Please welcome Dr. Clay Marsh, Vice President and Executive Dean for Health Sciences.
Good afternoon. Come on, good afternoon. All right, it's a celebration. So I'm debating on whether to use the 30-minute welcome or the 45-minute welcome. I'll let you guys vote. I'm kidding. I'll be very quick. So we really appreciate everybody being here. I want to ask the folks in the crowd and our graduates to please recognize President Gee and our faculty and staff who are here supporting you today. So please join me in recognizing them. Please also join me in recognizing Dr. Patrice Harris, our keynote speaker. Graduates, I'd love for you to recognize your family, your parents, your grandparents, your spouses, your friends who have supported you so well during the last many years that you've been here. And then as the finale, I'd like for all of us to recognize our soon-to-be newest graduates from 2021 and also to celebrate any graduates that have returned from 2020. John F. Kennedy said, "The sun may not always shine in West Virginia, but the people always do." And today we have the sun shining, we have our students shining, and we have their future shining brighter than they are. So it is a day of great celebration. Students, you've made it through the most unusual year, perhaps in the history of this university, dealing with COVID-19, being tested, wearing masks, virtually cheering, going to class virtually, but exemplifying the values of our university. You have showed grit and resilience that will be recorded in the annals of this university for its entire history. So congratulations on that. Today we celebrate a great tradition, and we are very proud to be here to celebrate with each of you. Parents, we appreciate you entrusting your students to us. And students, remember, whether you stay in West Virginia and wear the Flying WV on your coat or on your shirt, or if you leave us and only wear the Flying WV in your heart, we are your home. We're always there for you. Godspeed and congratulations.
West Virginia Governor Jim Justice is unable to join us today, but sends a message for our graduates.
Hello, everyone. I'm Governor Jim Justice. What a day it is today for the graduates at WVU, an accomplishment that's unbelievable, especially with this year of COVID, a year of challenges beyond belief. You've had a crash course, no question, in how to adapt and how to keep moving north. You've done it. You've pulled it off. And now you go on to the next stage in your life. Many of you will absolutely continue to have challenges. The journey will be so fantastic. The journey's supposed to be tough. You know, at the end of the day, really and truly, the good Lord is going to test you, and He's going to test you in many, many ways. But as the journey goes along, the fulfillment of reward is unbelievable. I hope and pray so much that many of you will choose West Virginia. Now, whether you started as a West Virginian born in West Virginia, or you came to West Virginia and you were drawn here, it is a magical place. There's no question whatsoever. Absolutely, its beauty is unrenowned. And with all that beauty and everything comes the goodness of its people. At West Virginia University, you have heard, "Let's go Mountaineers," over and over. Well, absolutely, it has now touched your soul. And that's what it does as it draws people from all over the globe now to West Virginia. We've become the diamond in the rough that everybody missed. And as we continue to grow and evolve with opportunity, we hope that's an opportunity that maybe you can grasp. But as we go forward, without any question whatsoever, West Virginia is that place, that diamond in the rough that I mentioned. It is that place with 4 of the most beautiful seasons on the planet. We abound in natural resources like we can't imagine: coal, oil, gas, timber, water. So many different things that we have in West Virginia. And we're within a rock's throw of 2/3 of the population of the entire country. But you know our real beauty. Our beauty is you. Our beauty is you now that this has really touched your soul. Our beauty is you as you go forward. A peoples that absolutely are faith-based. They're low crime. They're appreciative people that know how to love but still know how to appreciate one another. They're absolutely on their way. They're craftsmen. They're smart people, really smart folks. So with all that, again, I congratulate you, and I absolutely hope and pray that you will absolutely choose West Virginia in each and every day of your life as you go forward. You know, my dream has always been just one thing. I've been asked so many times, where do you see West Virginia, Governor, 10 years from today, 20 years from today? I'll tell you where I see it, and I'll tell you exactly where I see it. And that is just this. I see it as the place that has all the goodness that many other states have had and we have yearned for. But I see it as a state that doesn't have a lot of the bad things and the tough things that are going on in neighborhoods and states and cities all across our land. But you know what? I see as that state with opportunity beyond belief and the goodness, and it gives you still the right to live in paradise. You know, if you'll just think about it, all you've got to do is go out, look across the horizon and see, and breathe this beautiful air and see our phenomenal waters and all of our goodness. Go knock on the door of your neighbor and absolutely just see the goodness that's in their eyes. Go knock on the door and see the gleam in the eye of your neighbor and see the goodness all across our land. It gives you so many opportunities. It touches all of our souls. So I would tell you just this, from a governor that loves our state beyond good sense, there may very well be someone that loves it as much as me, but there'll never be anyone that loves it more. So I'd end by screaming, let's go, Mountaineers.
Dr. Marsh will now introduce our commencement keynote speaker, Dr. Patrice Harris.
Well, it's really an honor today and a privilege to introduce our keynote speaker. And I'm privileged enough to also call our speaker my friend and a role model for all of us, Dr. Patrice Harris, a mountaineer, a mentor, a role model, a trailblazer, and a children's advocate. Dr. Harris is a recognized expert in children's mental health and childhood trauma and has led efforts on the local and national levels to integrate public health, behavioral health, primary care services with supports for employment, housing, and education. Patrice is a three-time graduate of West Virginia University, ending with a medical degree in 1992. During this time, her passion for helping children emerged, and she completed resident training and fellowship in child and adolescent psychiatry and forensic psychiatry at Emory University School of Medicine. She also served as a senior policy fellow at the Barton Child Law and Policy Center at Emory University School of Law. But what has distinguished Patrice is her fearlessness. She exemplifies what we highly value in all mountaineers, is that she always goes first. She's a pioneer in healthcare, public health, and advocacy, blazing a trail as the 174th president of the American Medical Association and the first African-American woman ever to be elected to that position. Patrice has led the AMA's effort to help end the opioid epidemic and has served as the chair of the American Medical Association Opioid Task Force from its inception until she took the presidency. She steered the task force as it worked across every state to reduce barriers, to facilitate affordable, non-opioid pain care, and to fight the stigma faced by those with substance use disorder. She has really championed the area of substance use disorder in our youth and with younger people. She understands the impact of behavioral health and the adverse health effects of trauma and the importance of addressing them. Patrice has held multiple positions of leadership at national and state levels. But importantly, she is the daughter of the West Virginia Hills. She grew up in Bluefield and has been heavily influenced by those experiences and her family. She dreamed of entering medicine at a time where few women of color were encouraged to become physicians. Patrice has become an important voice, not only for West Virginia, but for our nation and for our world by pushing through barriers with strength, grace, compassion, and becoming a leader in healthcare and advocacy for our most vulnerable, our children. Dr. Patrice Harris represents the best of us. The West Virginia flag is flying proudly wherever she goes as she has committed herself to service, not only nationally, but here at WVU as a member of our Board of Governors and Foundation Board. Patrice has set an example that not many can follow, but will inspire many to try. Her service in raising the recognition of the importance of the care and safekeeping of our nation's children is an investment in the future of West Virginia and also in our country. As we welcome Dr. Patrice Harris back to West Virginia University, I am honored to introduce her as she presents the 20 and 21 keynote address to our esteemed graduates and families. Dr. Harris.
Greetings, graduates, and greetings to all of the family, friends, loved ones, and significant others who are sharing this moment with you. I know some are with you here in person, and some are here in spirit. As a West Virginia native and a proud 3-time WVU graduate, it is my honor and privilege to celebrate with you today. Today is the culmination of a lifetime of dreams, hard work, long days, and some overnighters, tears and fears, setbacks and successes. Each of your individual journeys has been unique. Each of you has brought your unique gifts and talents to this moment. But over the last year or so, we all have a shared experience, a moment in time we could not have imagined just over a year ago. Navigating through a global pandemic that we had not seen in over a century. And this pandemic has certainly brought unique challenges to your journeys. You have been learning, and some of you will start your careers during a pandemic in mostly a remote environment. You have been working to maintain connectedness and a sense of community in a world that can at times feel impersonal and isolating. You and we all have been trying to make sense of and decipher the glut of information and sometimes misinformation that is always at our fingertips. And you have been living in an age of anxiety and polarization. So yes, this has been a year of disruption, missed milestones, missed celebrations, and missed traditions. Certainly a year of losses, but not a lost year. Through all of these moments of challenge, you persisted. You are here today. We are all here today. So let's not miss the lessons of this moment. First, appreciate the journey, the whole journey. And that includes embracing the yuck. If ever there was a yuck time in history, this is it. In a crisis, the yuck, we learn what is most important in life, our families, our friends, the ways we choose to respond to adversity. We also learn about ourselves, and we test the limits of what we thought possible. Remain curious, commit to being a lifelong learner. Be open and willing to learn about others who don't live near you, look like you, or believe like you. Be open to intergenerational learning. There is so much we can learn from one another, and no generation has the market cornered on wisdom. Be self-aware. Be willing to challenge your own assumptions and to self-correct when you discover something new or discover you are in error. Be compassionate. During this past year of isolation and political and racial tension, this virtue may seem to have fallen out of fashion. Yet we have been touched by those who have extended compassion and kindness. Exhausted physicians and nurses who say yes to another shift. A community or family that purchases a meal for a neighbor. And recently, vaccine Sherpas who find appointments for seniors who are not computer savvy. Say yes. Opportunities will come your way that may take you out of your comfort zone, but be willing to say yes to those opportunities. Practice gratitude. I try to do this every day. This is a habit that will serve you well as you continue on your journeys, even on the difficult days. Be courageous. Now notice I didn't say be fearless. Fear is a normal human emotion from which we cannot escape. But courage means acting as you know you should, even when you are afraid. Commit to intellectual honesty, or as my grandma would say, truth-telling. Engage in a debate, absolutely. Value a marketplace of ideas, yes, but absolutely commit to come to the debate well informed. And finally, the 4 C's. Commit to community and communication and connectedness. Take the time to see and acknowledge our shared humanity. The eyes of history are on us, and this moment in history demands more from us than most. It demands and gives us the opportunity to meet the challenges of the moment. But I have faith that if we all will hold fast to the values of competence, honesty, and compassion, and if we all stand in our authentic voices, we all will be more than a match for this moment and for every other moment you face throughout your lives. Congratulations.
To the graduates of the College of Law, the School of Dentistry, the School of Nursing, the School of Pharmacy, the School of Public Health, and my home school, the School of Medicine. The world awaits you. The world needs you. The world needs you to take on the mantle of much-needed leadership in the ecosystems of justice and health. So take with you the talent, knowledge, wisdom, and passion that make each of you who you are. Take all of who you are on your journeys forward. And graduates, remember these 3 things. Do well, do good, and remember to take care of yourself and be well. Thank you, and a final congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. Now please welcome Dr. John Taylor, Interim Dean of the College of Law.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to the West Virginia University College of Law classes of 2020 and 2021. We've been here quite a while, and I'm going to do something I never do, which is to cut my remarks to the chase. So congratulations to all of you. Law school is difficult under any circumstances, but these two classes have really shown extraordinary resilience in dealing with challenging conditions during the pandemic. You've been extraordinarily graceful and flexible, and we couldn't have gotten through it without you, so thank you. How did you do this? First of all, you found strength within yourself. Second of all, you relied on the great friends you made during law school. And third, you could rely on the family and friends who've been with you all along and are here with you today. And they're so proud of you, and we're so proud of you. So congratulations. I know you're going to make the world a little bit more just every day. And please keep in touch. It's been a privilege to have you with us. Okay, would Elliot Hicks please join me at my side? The Justitia Officium Award is presented each year at commencement to recognize outstanding contributions and service to the legal profession. This year's recipient is Elliot G. Hicks, a trailblazing West Virginia attorney inspired by the lawyers who led the civil rights movement. Mr. Hicks spent his first 2 years of college at Washington and Lee University, where he became the first African American elected to the executive committee of the student body. He then transferred to West Virginia University, earning his BA in 1978 and his JD in 1981. After 3 years of solo practice, Mr. Hicks joined Kay, Casto, and Cheney in 1984 as only the second lawyer of color in West Virginia to be hired by a large firm. 14 years later, he became the first African American president of the West Virginia State Bar. Over the course of his career as a partner in several different firms, Mr. Hicks earned a reputation as a top litigator in products liability and other fields, and he was inducted into the American College of Trial Lawyers and the Federation of Defense and Corporate Counsel. Today, he works as a mediator and arbitrator at his own firm, Hicks Resolutions, and he is a member of the National Academy of Distinguished Neutrals. His long record of public service includes chairing and serving on the Board of Governors of Concord University and serving as vice chairman of the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission. He has also served on the boards of the Kanawha County Housing and Redevelopment Authority, the Legal Aid Society, and the West Virginia Humanities Council, among others. In 2019, the Martin Luther King Jr. State Commission presented Mr. Hicks with the governor's Living the Dream Award for his work as a champion of justice and civil rights. Elliot G. Hicks, I am honored to present you with the Justitia Officium Award in recognition of your exceptional service to the legal profession. Congratulations.
Please join me in welcoming our next speaker to the podium, Dr. Fotinos Panagakis, Interim Dean of the School of Dentistry.
See, we got a couple of people left with the dental group up there. Thank you for staying. I am going to be emailing out my entire 20-minute talk to the entire class because I know you're all interested in reading it. Well, congratulations to the West Virginia University School of Dentistry, Dental Hygiene, DDS, and postgraduate classes of 2021. You made it. What a way to finish up your academic program. As it had been said many times already, who would have thought our world would become so upended in March of 2020? But in true mountaineer spirit, we overcame any and all obstacles and challenges. While the faculty and staff worked through the myriad of issues facing us, you dealt with each and every bump in the road with poise and maturity. I want to recognize and thank you for your resiliency, professionalism, adaptability, and most of all, your trust. For without your trust in us, we would not have arrived at this day in better shape than most of our peer dental schools. So now you're at the end of this part of your journey, but there is so much more to come. Look fondly on your time at the School of Dentistry. Yes, there were a rough few patches along the way for all of you, but I am sure you will agree that the vast majority of your time with us has been both fulfilling and enjoyable. You and your families have so much to be proud of as you celebrate the completion of your academic program. Take what you have learned, go forth, and make a lasting impact on our profession and the patients in your care. Thank you for the privilege of serving as your interim dean during the last year of your program and for permitting me the honor of being one of the dedicated faculty and staff who have been part of your training. Please accept my heartfelt wishes for much joy and success in the future. Always remember we are here for you no matter where you are or where you go. Be well, be safe, always take care of each other, and let's go. Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Marsh back to the podium.
Good try, Tara. Well, I as well will try to be short here. I wanted to address the School of Medicine graduates, but also the health science students graduates. And I'd like to share 4 points of hope that I have for you as you move forward in your life and in your career. The first one is, and Dr. Harris said something similar, is I hope you look at your life as a great adventure, not as a prison sentence. As we understand the word disease, dis-ease, we may get some insights onto the origins of health. The Nobel Prize winner Elizabeth Blackburn, who won the Nobel Prize for telomeres, the caps of DNA, like the ends of our shoestrings, the longer they are, the younger that you are biologically, and presumably the healthier you are, and the shorter they are, the older you are biologically, your body's real age, and the less healthy you are. Elizabeth Blackburn showed that in a group of 45 or so year old women in San Francisco, that women with the highest self-reported perception of stress aged the fastest biologically. And although these women were relatively the same age chronologically, there was a difference of 17 years, 17 years, in their biological age based on telomeres. So looking at your life with abundance and with hope and gratitude versus scarcity and fear and hopelessness is very powerful. The evolutionary biologist Charles Darwin was quoted as saying, "It is not the most fit or the most intelligent of species that survives, it's the one that's the most adaptable to change." And I'd like to read a poem by Marianne Williamson that was read at Nelson Mandela's inauguration as the President of South Africa. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are very powerful, beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I'd also like to say that we are better together. As my second hope for you, the Japanese poet Sartoro said, individually we are raindrops, but together we're an ocean. The Project Aristotle that looks at the best performing teams found that teams do better together. They do better when people feel safe. We know that people live longer when they have critical relationships. Remember, the root word of the root word of health and heal and holy and holistic is hail, which means whole, together. My third wish for you is that you practice the golden rule, which I would paraphrase as saying, not only do unto others as you would have them do unto you, do unto others the way that you would have them do unto somebody you love. And if we help each other, even if it's person by person, then we make a difference. And we believe that big things are better than little things, but it is the little things that build up to change the world. And lastly, I ask you to remember your simple gifts. What a blessing it is to be here together after a year of COVID-19. Remember, the average lottery winner is less happy than the average person, although some people say, I'd be willing to give that a try. But in fact, the person surviving a life-threatening illness is happier than the average person. And to end, I'd like to read one other poem that I love by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics, and to endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a little better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. And graduates, you have succeeded with flying colors and also exceeded. Thank you for your grit and perseverance through the most unusual year that we'll ever have. Godspeed, congratulations, thank you.
Please join me in welcoming our next speaker to the podium, Dr. Tara Halsey, Vice President of Health Promotion and Wellness, E. Jane Martin Endowed Professor and Dean of the School of Nursing.
Congratulations to our 2020 and 2021 School of Nursing graduates. It is a privilege to celebrate with you in person this momentous occasion. A nursing degree prepares you for the unexpected, and along with our nursing faculty, I am confident that you are more than ready to tackle whatever comes your way. If this past year proved anything, it is that you are ready for the challenge. During this past year with our health sciences colleagues, our nursing students and faculty conducted thousands of COVID tests and provided thousands upon thousands of COVID vaccines. You were there when your communities needed you the most, and I'm grateful for and very proud of your leadership and your professionalism. Years of focus and determination got you here, and that's no small feat. We know you will do great things in healthcare, always focusing on the patient and what is best for them. To quote Maya Angelou, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." We look forward to celebrating with you your future nursing accomplishments, and will continue to be very proud of you as a West Virginia University School of Nursing alumnus. Let's go Mountaineers.
Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Dr. Bill Petros, Gates Wigner Dean of the School of Pharmacy.
Good afternoon, School of Pharmacy graduates. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Pharmacy, we're incredibly proud of your accomplishments and excited for you to begin your professional careers. We're also indebted to the loved ones for helping you throughout this journey. Commencement marks the culmination of your journey at this school, but it also signifies a time to look forward to the opportunities ahead. Students graduating with your PharmD are now joining a group of medical professionals commonly referred to the most widely accessible. Such has certainly been evident throughout the pandemic. Even when most of all other businesses and clinics were closed, the community pharmacist remained a critical resource. We're delighted with your care that you help people and provide patients over the past year, especially participating and even providing leadership for COVID-19 vaccination clinics. The public and the healthcare system need your innovation and collaborative skills. Going forward, you may follow the path of some of our alumni, providing patient care, conducting drug development research, teaching the next generation, or setting your own novel path. Your greatest test will be to find an area of practice or research that is most rewarding for you and beneficial to society, consistent with the roots of your degree from a land-grant institution. A snapshot of the class of 2021 and 2020 shows that you come from all regions of West Virginia, multiple other states or countries, as well as various ethnicities and backgrounds. However, you've been united by this university, the School of Pharmacy, and now the profession itself. Please stay involved in professional organizations, as such will pay dividends in your career development. And of course, never forget your home amongst the hills, as we'll always be here to encourage your professional growth, commiserate in not so good times, and celebrate your successes. To paraphrase our beloved voice of the Mountaineers, Tony Critty, it's a great day to be a WVU Pharmacy graduate.
Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Dr. Jeff Coben, Associate Vice President of the Office of Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Public Health.
Greetings and congratulations to all of our 2020 and 2021 graduates. As Dean of the School of Public Health, it's an honor and a privilege to be with you today, and this time to really be with you as we celebrate together this pivotal moment in your journey. This year it was very easy for me to prepare my remarks because I've stolen them from someone else. A few weeks ago, I received an unsolicited email about our students and our school. The email came from an agency here in Morgantown that has now hired 2 of our graduates. And the message went like this: "You are obviously doing something right. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with you and your students. I don't know the curriculum you follow or your specific criteria for selecting students, but whatever you're doing, keep it up. The quality of students we've had from your department is outstanding. You should all be very proud of the work that you do, as well as the contribution you make to the community. Agencies like ours could not do the work we do without your support. You are making a difference in the lives of some of our most vulnerable citizens." I couldn't say it any better. We are extremely proud of our students, deeply appreciative of our faculty, our staff, and our community partners, and thrilled that we are making contributions to positively impact the health and safety of our communities here in West Virginia and beyond. Graduates, wherever your next step leads you, please remember you will always be in our hearts as public health mountaineers. Never lose sight of the golden rule and take the path upstream to make your community, state, and world a better place. Congratulations, and let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my distinct pleasure to introduce the President of West Virginia University, Dr. E. Gordon Gee.
Mountaineer graduates, faculty, and staff members, and guests. Last year, when I spoke to West Virginia University graduates via video message, the COVID-19 pandemic had disrupted our lives for about 2 months. Sitting at home in sweatpants was still a novelty. Zoom meetings and Tiger King binges and overeating were ripe fodder for jokes. For the class of 2021, and for the rest of us, I suspect, the pandemic and its disruptions have long since stopped being a laughing matter. Online learning, limited break time, constant masking, and shuttered recreational facilities have often made this year seem as fun as being swabbed for coronavirus. Someday, the world will look back on this crisis and calculate COVID-19's toll in lives lost. But it will be impossible to calculate the emotional toll that this pandemic has had on us. In recent nationwide surveys of college students, 2/3 reported feeling lonely or isolated. Even before recent events put at least 6 feet between us, trends in American life seem to be increasing our distance from one another. I remember peering out my Stewart Hall office window one day and seeing 4 women walking along, obviously friends, but not communicating with each other at all. Instead, each was fixated on her phone screen. Political scientist Robert Putnam has tracked alternating cycles of community mindedness and stark individualism throughout American history. Putnam terms this cycle as the I, we, I pattern, moving from self-focus to common purpose and back again. My hope is that this crisis leaves us with a profound understanding of the interconnectedness that bridges each life with every other. And my hope for today's graduates is that there is an awareness that even in times of crisis and isolation, we are all in this together. The rapid development of efficacious COVID vaccines within a year shows what can happen when people work together toward a common goal. Noting the sense of solidarity found in shared purpose, Albert Einstein once said, "My awareness of belonging to the invisible community of those who strive for truth, beauty, and justice has prevented me from feelings of isolation." Life is about finding your purpose and making sure your choices serve that purpose. Perhaps you are destined to heal the sick, inspire others with your artistic vision, or shatter the status quo with the next high-tech innovation. Grit and determination have always fueled mountaineers. That spirit empowered your quest for a degree, and it will continue to sustain you. But as the word commencement implies, your real journey is only now beginning. Whatever path you choose, the education you received at West Virginia University will guide you to ever higher summits. The skills and strengths you honed here will drive you onward. And with your unique passion driving you, you will excel, you will achieve success. And if you embed your life and work in a community based on shared purpose, you will find lasting happiness. The hopes and goodwill of our one West Virginia University family always accompany you. And even under these unique circumstances, I would not send you out into the great big world without the benefit of my wisdom. First, in confusing times, sticking to a routine keeps your life under control. So even if you are working remotely, do not wear pajamas, at least on whatever part of you is visible over Zoom. Our mask will be coming off soon, so remember that it is polite to greet someone with a smile. Third, you might want to practice in front of a mirror for a while if your facial muscles have atrophied. Take comfort in knowing that your graduation here at the stadium will stand out from that of most other mountaineers, before and after you. You can then bore everybody by talking about it for decades to come. Always think before you speak, especially when you are in range of anyone's smartphone. The world will be reopening soon, so explore as much of it as you can, and wear your flying WV proudly wherever you go. Let this period of social distancing remind you how precious human connections are. Instead of returning to normal life when this pandemic is over, build a richer one with less TikTok and more togetherness. And know that you have already learned an important lesson. Life will not always go according to plan, and that is okay. So even if there are a few detours along the way, your inner calling will always lead you to the perfect destination. So my congratulations to the class of 2021.
Well, thank you.
This has been 3 hours. For those of you who have stayed for the whole 3 hours, you're going to get a tuition rebate. And for those of who left, their degrees are null and void. So we'll send out a memo regarding that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so great to see all of you. What a great day, glorious day. I want to recognize David Alvarez, our board chair, who sat through 4 of these sessions. Give him a round of applause, would you please? And obviously our great commencement speaker. I want to congratulate my colleagues here. It has been one of those years when we have all pulled together in really remarkable ways. But the resiliency of the families here and the resiliency of our students is just absolutely remarkable. So here we go. This is it. Your studies have prepared you for many scholarly and professional paths, but above all, they prepared you to be leaders. Put your mountaineer values to work, solving problems and changing lives. Make service to others not just an obligation, but your passion. Nurture the curiosity that enables you to visualize new ideas, try new solutions, and blaze new paths. Respect others and search for common ground on which to build our shared future. Be accountable to yourself and others by working hard and maintaining the highest possible ethics. Celebrate the successes that education has put within your reach and inspire others to value the world-changing power of learning. And make each day that you live a chance to discover. So graduates of the College of Law, will you please stand? Graduates of the School of Dentistry, will you please stand? Graduates of the School of Medicine, will you please stand? Graduates of the School of Nursing, please stand. Graduates of the School of Pharmacy, please stand. And graduates of the School of Public Health, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, by the virtue of authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Undergraduates, you may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations.
Please remain standing. Congratulations to our newest alums. We thank you for attending today, and please drive safely.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, Lord, yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. home.